Hello and welcome back to Bricking It. So we're going to be creating Zonko's joke shop for my Hogsmeade MOC in this video. The cover's prepared, some lovely stickers from Scarlet Patronus. You can see they look a little bit dull here, and I'll be going into more details on that a bit later in the video. Just rest assured they're not supposed to look like that, but we'll cover that a bit later. I'm going to start off with the base layer for our shop front. We're doing a snowy Hogsmeade. It's going to be my winter village this year. And here we have the brackets that hold it to the cover and the base of the first of our windows. Same on the other side. Once these are on, they can be attached to the cover. And it's going to hold the whole thing in place, ready to further our build. Once we've got the door in, we can start building up the sides. It's just a stack of palisade bricks in medium nougat and a masonry brick in dark grey. And the style of these, with the small plates snotted onto the side, is similar in style to honeydukes that I did in the last Hogsmeade MOC video. I'm going to put on window sills using these rail pieces just to give us a little projection at the front, and then more stickers from the Zonko sticker sheet, and that's going to give us the sort of leaded window effect. These are on every window in the set, and there's loads of them. I think there's about 20 different stickered windows. And I was not always as careful as I should have been when I was applying these stickers. Just going to bring those windows up to level with the door, and we can start building the sign portion. Now the size of plate I've used here, it's not desperately important, it's just what I had in the colours. Some more of our stickers, you can see they really suffer against the red, because apparently there was a small batch of stickers that Scarlet Patronus had that didn't have the white printed behind the lettering, and because it's on a white backing sheet, when it's on the page, it's very difficult to tell whether they've got a good sheet or a bad sheet. Unfortunately, some of them have got out into the wild. What we have to do is get hold of Scarlet Patronus, and they'll be able to sort those out for you, as they did for me. First bit of snow detail on the roof, then we have a couple of plate arrangements just to go behind that and secure our building at the top as well. And with those parts in place, the lower half of our build is complete. 2 studs wide, and you see we've got 4 studs left of storage space, and that's going to be entirely used to fill up. So we build the top half of the build, just 2 plate layers, again made up of whatever plate I happen to have in medium nougat. That was largely 1x5 that I picked up off the pad ball, and they're just going to bring the build height for the upper story level with the hinges on the book, so we're not getting a conflict. And we're going 4 deep. As I said, that's how many studs left we've got for storage. That's as deep as we can go. And the second story actually protrudes out of the roof, so we're going to start putting on our roof parts. We're going for a partially snowy roof, so you'll see a mixture of white and dark bluish grey slopes on the roof. Windows stick out, so we're going to need some panels in behind just to fill in the box, so we don't end up with weird open gaps in our window boxes. The windows are capped with these 2x4s, with these 2x2x1 slopes and the pointed slope on top. and we can fill in the middle of the roof section. Again, we have one more projecting window, but this is much slimmer, and instead of a red frame at the back, I'm going with a dark brown, as I had a load left over from Malfoy's Manor. And that, I think, is probably the worst sticker application out of the lot. It's so wonky. I'm going to cap that off with one of these square pinnacles, and we can move on to the top of the roof. Another 2x16 in white, fully sloped off. We've got some 1x2s to make some chimneys, fat one and a slim one, and this is just going to be attached at the back of our build. Now, you may notice I've taken a bit of a cheeky shortcut and not filled in below all of my slopes. It's a little lazy, but it's quite secure and saves me a couple of bricks. Here's our chimney stacks, again made out of 1x2s. A couple of those tooth shield type pieces on there for dripping snow. And there we have Zonko's joke shop. So this is the finished facade. Much like my Diagon Allley, it's all a facade build. Now what remains is to show you how it styles away. So due to the lower number of studs at the top of the build, those 2 layers of plate will peel away with the top of the building. Just need to add one extra part to aid with storage. It's going to be this jumper that tucks in to the window here. It's going to help us store away the larger of our chimneys. The stack needs to come off because it doesn't quite fit in the gap. That needs to be stored separately. And this one here, you'll see I'm avoiding filling up the windows, which is obviously the larger space, or keeping anything too close to the edge, and there is a good reason for that, as you'll see once we store it away. So we've got these brackets on the far cover, just align that and push it down, again using that plate layer at the front, and that'll fold in here. And here's why we had to leave that space, because the window sills are just going to slide in here and here, completely align with those windows on the upper floor. And there we have it, packed away. So getting this out takes, well, pretty much no time at all. It's all nicely compact, fully stuffed in there. When it comes time to deploy it, it really is just a matter of moments to get the shop out. That's the main build up, and I think it probably takes longer to get the chimneys out and put them up than it did for the rest of the build as a whole. So this one stores away quite easily, probably the quickest one, and the benefit of not copying another building or trying to fit something that was a playset inside a book cover made this one much easier. Now, regard those stickers from Scarlet Patronus, I posted a picture of this on Instagram yesterday to say the build video was coming out today, and they immediately got in touch and said, that's one of the dud stickers, give us your details, we'll send you out another one. They have advertised that this is an issue, but obviously if you don't follow them on Instagram you might not have seen that. Let's bring in a couple of Zonko's best customers, the Weasley twins, and whenever they're about, the Hogwarts constable knows he has to keep his eye out for a bit more mischief. He's keeping a nice close eye on them. And that's our build. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to join us on other social media, the handle is on the screen at the moment. And if you'd like to see more Hogsmeade mock builds, then please subscribe to Bricking It. Bye bye.